is I created the instance under EC2. And when I try to SSH into it through GitHub, is it GitHub, I think? Or,
Git bash.
Yeah, Git bash. It gives me an error. Let me show you the error that I'm.
I will make you the presenter and you can share your screen.
All right.
So now you will be the presenter. You can share your screen. Then we can fix it in next 5 minutes or whatever. Yeah, can you share your screen?
I'm not getting the message. Hold on.
No, you would have been already a host. You just try to share the screen. In your screen, which you can see right now, you can see something like this, share, or it will be somewhere here down. Just click on that. You have an option to share your screen.
Yeah, hang on. I see it.
Okay, do it.
All right, can you see it?
Yes, I can see your screen.
Okay, so that's my, that's the name of the instance. So when I run it, I get this, and then if you go here, this is the public IPv address, right?
Okay, good. Yeah, go to your Git bash. I will show you now itself. No, I think your error is something else. I'll show you.
Okay, go ahead.
Yeah. I have requested remote control. Give the access.
Let me see here. No, who's controlling your screen? Okay, there you go.
I think I have access. Yes, I have access.
All right.
See, whatever you copied, EC2 34317 something, this is called DNS name or something. If you go to your Amazon page, there is something called public DNS name. You need to qualify, you need to copy it completely, or you just need to use the IP. If you do this half and half stuff, it will be not able to resolve the DNS name.
Yeah, I even tapped in the IP, which is 34.2.
I will show you. No. I'll tell you what you have done. See, basically, this is a public DNS. This is also called fully qualified DNS name. DNS means domain name system. That's related to the IP kind, whatever. What you have done, you have only copied up to this much.
So I need to copy the whole thing?
No, wait. First, let's understand the concept.
Okay.
If you copy this much, the public system, the general system doesn't know what you're talking about. So either you need to copy this entire address.
Okay.
This entire thing you need to copy, or you need to copy the only the IP address.
Yeah, I did that too.
No. Oh, you have done this? Then let's try this. Wait. If you have done, still you are getting the error.
Yeah,
I know why you are getting the error. What kind of file format you are given? Okay, that is also okay.
See, it says public key denied.
Wait, where is the file? First of all, which file door are you in? You're in users tabish? So there is no PEM file here. You would have kept somewhere in the desktop. Did you kept into desktop?
I don't remember where I kept it, man.
Yeah, you should know where you have kept it. Yeah, these kind of things, even if I tell or someone tell people 1,000 times, the same mistakes will happen. Yeah, initially that's a startup because you guys have now worked anything, right? See, the file is in downloads folder and the file is not having any spaces the way you've seen in Amazon. That's the thing with AWS. You might think you've been guided. So until unless you do some things, you will never know. Okay. So your file is in downloads folder. So what each of you guys have to do, you need to understand your system first properly. So let me just do this exit from the Git bash. Now open your Git bash. Really, you have done some networking with Windows before?
Yeah, but not this though.
Mm-hmm.
I
No,
haven't
these
done
are all
that.
about the traditional debugging skills.
Yeah, somewhat. Yeah.
Now wait. So now once you log into the Git bash, you will go to this specific directory. Which one? C users Tabish.
Okay.
So the way you can check is pwd, your current working directory, and your file is in downloads folder.
Yeah. Yeah, I saw that.
So I done cd. Cd means change your directory. So you have to go to your downloads folder. That's what I have done. Now you do pwd. So your folder is C users Tabish download. This is where your file is.
Correct.
Now, if you need to run the same command, first, you cannot just blindly see what is there in Amazon. You should understand the concept step by step. So put the file, and your file doesn't have any spaces, I think.
Gotcha.
See this. So just to get the file name, what you have to do, write some 1 or 2 letters, just press tab key 1 or 2 times, it will come. Then Ubuntu @IP or fully qualified name. So just to go with IP, that's more easy for you guys. That's it, it worked.
Awesome.
So
Man.
basically,
Okay,
you need to be in the current place of your file. Okay?
Yeah. See, I didn't know where I saved it. That was the problem.
Yeah. That's a beginner mistakes.
Got you, man.
That's the thing, right? People might have seen this similar step I've done for Anjali and others, or even in the session.
Got you. Got it, man. Okay.
Okay. Any other questions you have related to the first 2 classes?
No, nothing at the moment, man. That was the part I was stuck at. Thank you.
If you don't have questions, then I have questions. Okay. Now, can you tell of any commands which you learned in the last 2 days? I mean, last 2 sessions?
Yeah, I learned how to create the nano.
Okay. Can you
nano.
create and edit some file using nano? Can you show me?
Yeah.
Okay, go on.
I think I need to go back to clear first, right?
No, that's fine. You can go to the clear screen. That's fine. Only 2 people are there, you and Mukit.
I mean, the commands that I've learned are, of course, mkdir, things like that.
No, that's fine.
pwd, ls, ls.l.
It's okay. If someone wants to,
Then
let them
you
join.
want to create the nano, so nano.a.txt.
Okay, good, Tabish. Good. At least you know how to create and edit a file. Nice.
And then,
Okay, you can close this. That's fine. Very nice. And the commands which you guys learned in the last class, do you remember any commands which you learned in the last session? Like SCD, awk, cut, those 3 operators, do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that. I just don't know. I just haven't had time to execute them.
Yeah, take your time and execute, learn. Now we'll go to the Git next.
Okay, you want me to stop sharing or what?
No, let it be there, because they are not very simple commands. Try to run something. You can look at that, whatever the little notes is there in the Google document, or you can go to and play that old video. Anything is fine, but just show any sample demo of sed, awk, and cut commands, because they are very, very good commands and pretty much useful for anyone, not just a DevOps person. Even for a developer, they might ask with respect to Linux. Yeah, just show me a sample of those 3 commands. Head command, tail command is fine, but sed, awk, and cut. Yeah, take your time, Tabish. Learning is one thing, practicing is another thing. Practice is required a lot for DevOps guys. For Java, yeah, you just need to look into the code and do something with the code. But DevOps, no, you just need to keep on practicing every technology. Because interviews, they can just ask any technology they want. We're checking those 3 commands, Tabish.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right now.
Yeah, go ahead.
Hmm.
Good, man. Good. Pretty good. So first you need to make sure that file is there.
Yeah, I don't have that file on.
So you do one thing, you try the same command on a.text, it will work. Instead of
On
file
the-
1, you just
on the
type
Nano?
a.text. That command will work.
So you mean on Nano?
No. In the previous line, what you did, you just try to run awk, right? To do one thing, Tabish, the first thing is try to understand the command. If you're not able to understand, try to execute. You will understand. I mean, you will get some errors. Try to understand the error. So you try to run the awk command as it is, which I sent. So you put the awk command, instead of file 1, you just type a.text at the end.
Like that?
See, you do something on Windows networking kind of stuff. You will just do like this. Someone says something, you do. Okay. Have you done anything on group policies in Windows?
Yeah, sure. Like
If
in the
someone
AD,
says
right?
do a group policy on some ABC user, will you just blindly do? You first check whether the user exists in the group policy or not, isn't it?
Yeah, you check. Yeah, of course you check for that, and you see what
Yeah,
rights
do
they
the
have,
same
what
thing.
access they have.
So there is some command you practiced. I mean, which I gave you. I mean, you just observed. So what that exact command does, not sure. So in your case, in your current case, what do you think you're trying to do? You just typed awk.text. It said something called syntax error.
Yeah, because the file does not exist, right?
Yes. So what you should do? Just
should
use the same group policy common sense. What do you think you should do to make it work right now? To at least to run the command.
I need to get into the directory where the file is at,
Then
run the command, right?
yeah, do that.
That file was in which place though? I don't know. Let me see. Was it in downloads? Let me see. Yeah, I'm lost, man. Sorry. I don't do this.
Yeah, just start from the basics. If AWK is not working for you, try other commands, SCD, head, tile, cut. So trying to run the same awk command or some other command?
I'm reading into it, man. It takes me time.
Okay, fine.
So with the sed command, you can read from a file or write into a file, correct?
Yeah. Yes.
So basically, this command is used to edit a file then, correct?
Which one? SCD?
Yeah,
Yes, you're right.
but we need to know where the file is saved, correct? Obviously.
If you don't know where the file is saved, you can create a new file in the directory you are in. SCD command works with any file, not just the file I created. Yeah, 2 words, good enough. Yeah. You can actually run any of these commands. Head, tail, cut operator, awk, SCD. Yeah.
So where does this file save by default?
It saves in the directory which you open. You just exit from here. I'll show you.
See, it says save file on a different name. I should say no, right?
Yeah, it's okay. You save on a different name because already you have a.txt. You say yes and you create some other name.
They didn't ask
Do
me
one
for
thing, do ls, just run ls. See, already you have a file called, what is that? ex1 a.txt.
Yeah, ex1.
Which directory are you in, first of all? Okay, you're in home Ubuntu. Fine, you can create some other file.
So create another file?
Yeah, some other name. See, first of all, file name should not have spaces. That's a very bad design.
Okay.
So for example, your name is Tabish. So you can create a file like, just the name is Tabish. The file name itself you can create Tabish. Or you can say tabish.txt. But if you say tab space ish.txt, it looks ugly. The same way it is.
Okay.
So system will not understand directly the spaces. It's not a good design. So when you create a file name, we should not use any spaces in between.
So like that?
This is a file content. Yeah, that's fine. This is a file content. You can save it. No, wait. Just apply the same common sense of Windows. Close this git bash. Just exit it completely. Come out of this. Yeah. Now, when you create a file, what do you do in Windows? Just create some dummy file, random file. How will you create in Windows?
I mean, depending on Word document.
Just a text file. Just say a simple text file. How will you create? I'm saying the file name and you're giving that as a file content. Yeah. Wait. Come to cancel. Click on cancel. Write some dummy content, some dummy stuff. Okay. Now save this file with some name.
Save?
Yeah, this is called file name. Why are you putting space in between a file name? See what you have done. Hello space world. Wait, let me show you what you have done. See this?
Mm-hmm.
hello space world.txt.
Yeah, so you're saying
This is not a good practice. I mean, this is not a good practice. You should never use spaces when creating a file name. I'm not sure where exactly you worked as a Windows admin, but at least the places I have seen, if you work as an admin, doesn't matter which admin you are, Windows admin or Linux admin, whatever, creating the file name with spaces is not a good design. So now, taking this as information, you can open your Git bash. Just open the Git bash now. Yeah. Now do the login to your Ubuntu. Yeah, that same SSH, whether you do with putty or SSH command. Good. Now you remembered this stuff like controller, this thing. Very good. No, wait. You first need to go to the folder where you have your .pem file. So first you need to go to that folder. I mean your downloads folder. Your download starts with the D capital.
no wonder. Okay.
So Dabesh, first understand your system before even getting to another system. No, wait. Don't do the things blindly. Wait. So now if you see, you are in Tabish folder. If you do ls-l, you will see these are the various folders you have. Your download starts with capital D. Now, when you want to move to your folder, you just need to do cd capital D.
Gotcha.
You just use the tab key 2 times.
Okay.
So it's saying there are multiple folders starting with D. Now you say DOW. I'll just put tab again. That's it. It fills automatically. You don't need to type the entire word.
Okay.
I'm not sure. You might have not done this in Windows because most of the time people have any time used PowerShell in Windows, Tabish?
No.
Okay, fine. When did you work as a Windows admin? Recently or long back?
A long time ago, man.
Like few years back or something like 10 years back?
About 5 years ago, but I didn't work extensively, you know?
Okay, fine. See, it's not about extensive. This is hardly 2-3 classes, right? Okay, fine. So basically, even in Windows that is there, you write some letter, you use your tab key 1 or 2 times, it does the fill of you automatically, automatic word filling. Okay, so this tab key does the automatic word filling 2 times. So basically now you are in your downloads folder. See users Tabish downloads. So now you can run your SSH command. Now you can run your SSH command. You don't need to do that clear the screen, whatever. If you still want, you can do.
Oh, man.
Sorry. I typed, I think.
No, it's okay.
Yeah, go on. Yeah, so now basically, yeah, wait, I will show you a few things, then you can go on. So basically you're in home Ubuntu. And yeah, tab 1a.txt. So this file tab 1a.txt has Tabish thing. And the other thing is when you create something in general, don't use capital letters as much as possible because to identify them, you have to again type your shift key. Not a good practice. Keep it simple. There is something called KISS principle. You can think of your girlfriend's word, you will never forget. Keep it simple, stupid, or keep it stupid simple. So basically the idea is keep the thing as simple as possible, whichever that simple looks for you as a developer or as a DevOps guy. So you start your files and many things in as simple as possible. So don't leave any spaces in between with respect to your file names, and don't start with a capital letter, because if you start with a capital letter, even if you want to search for it, you need to start with the capital letter and then again think about that case sensitive everything. So this is your file name. Fine, that has a capital letter. Now you can practice any of the command which you learned in the previous session. Can you go on? Good, man. I think in next 10-15 sessions, you will be having good grip on Linux and also DevOps.
Yeah.
Right now, where are you, Tabish? Which place in USA?
Houston, Texas.
Oh, you are here only. We are in Stafford, or we are very near to Stafford.
Hmm. Okay, I'll practice them later. So
No, you practice now.
But
Maybe
what do
I'll
you
just show like 5-10 minutes. I'll show on Git commands, then we can close the session. Only you and Mukit are there, I think. Yeah. Yeah, can you just practice some commands? Oh, Hashim joined. Hi, Hashim.
Yeah, hi, Ravi.
Hashim, do you want to explain a bit about those commands? SCD, awk, cut operator?
No, I didn't get much time to practice on that.
Your voice is very low, Hashim.
I didn't get much time to practice on that actually, Ravi.
Hashim, you can come to the hall and you can talk.
Okay.
Which command are you trying to run, Tabish?
manls?
No, manls is understanding that ls command. Yes, Hashim, you can talk now.
Yeah, I'm still practicing and I didn't get much grip on it. So
Fine, come here.
shall I stand?
Do you remember any command from the last session? Any one command or two commands?
Yeah, the same one, the SED, the one that you showed.
Maybe you can bring your laptop and you can try that in your system.
Here.
Yeah. Tabish, you want some time to practice these commands?
Sure.
If you have doubt, just ask me, because don't understand or don't see something blindly. Because if you see something blindly and if you want to keep doing that, no point in coming to the training. You can just stay at home, keep attending interviews. Syed will get you some job and you can join that. But point is, you will be not able to learn anything. So even after 1 or 2 years, you'll be in the same thing. I mean, just giving the various idea. Because this session is not for some people who just wants to watch and go home. No. If that is the case, no point in joining the session. I might talk like this, very open to the point. Even if Syed comes and asks, I'm going to talk to him like this only. I know this is getting recorded. Yeah. So if you're trying to, yeah, I know you're doing certain things very, very good, much better compared to many others. And if you're trying to do something, if you're not able to understand, yes, you can try. You can read the way you're doing very good, manls, or you can even ask me in WhatsApp.
Okay, we'll do.
Yeah. So don't just blindly see, okay, this command is not working like that. No, you have the capability just like Anjali. So try to understand why something is not working, what mistake you might be making. Then you can ask me questions. I'm sure you'll learn a lot of stuff in very short time.
So
Okay, now you can make me the host. No, you don't. What you can do is, now you can make Hashim host, and yeah, you can just make Hashim host. Now you'll be the host, Hashim. You can share your screen. Can you share your screen? You'll see an option in the down. Yeah, you have an option. That's it. Mukit, you want to practice anything? Chamda also pata hai. And Tabish, while Hashim is sharing his screen and showing something on his commands, if you think you know 1 or 2 commands better than him, you can just suggest him. Okay?
All right, we'll do.
Yeah, sure. Okay, Hashim, you can just practice any of those commands. I know you don't have full idea. That's fine. In Amirpet, which Linux commands you learned earlier?
They just showed us like basic how to create a directory, like what are the ls, ps -a.
Oh, PS they taught you?
PS space -a,
Oh, you learned that AU WWX also, or AUX, some variants, whatever. Okay, fine. Yeah, log into your AWS. Hey, Mukit, mute, man. What are you doing? Keeping the laptop and then mobile, huh?
It's on speaker.
Multiple sessions. Okay, Tabesh, while Hashim is doing this thing, you can check other commands if you want.
नहीं आप वो विंडोज पे क्लिक करो नीचे दिख रहा है इतने ऑप्शन ही चले गए पहले ओके
Hey, you are in Singapore region, man. Why will someone be in the Singapore region normally? You might have created an instance in Virginia, North Virginia. But don't create too many. You might get charged.
They say always go with the local time, local.
No, that reason is for building an application, all those stuff. It's not necessarily you have to use the same thing everywhere. Yeah, that region is like if you are in US region, obviously you have to have in a US region. Because if you want to deploy some application, if you deploy something in Singapore, where is it? Somewhere in Pacific, after India. Just imagine the time of packet travel, whatever, that networking stuff.
It will affect the
Not just so much. You're into networking. You know better than me. You are networking, and even Tabish is Windows side of networking. 5 years back, yeah.
training.
What 10 days of training, they will say you do something on your own. They will not even do cross check. Gone. No. I can make you do also, like this guy. See that lady Anjali, she specifically called me saying that today I'm not available. I'll go through the recording. Wow, man. That's a dedication.
You saw that joke, right? Today when I sent you in the morning.
Yeah. Paracetamol and corona. Tabish, while Hashim is showing his screen and not yet completed, you want to ask any question right now? Okay, you are on mute.
I'm watching what's going on.
Okay. So were you able to check those commands, SCD, awk, or any of them? Actually, my plan was to show next Git commands, but of course, first, most of you, whatever you learned from the earlier, make sure you learned as much as possible better. Otherwise, I can just take each session something and go on. Entire DevOps will be over within 10 sessions. So now, Tabish, you can see Hashim will be using Putty. I mean, he knows Putty already, what are Putty, Putty. He knows that very well. So in future, if you want to use Putty from your system, you can see how he does. I mean, how Hashim does. Yeah, even AWS is showing with spaces, not at all a good thing. You should show a file name without any space. That's a good practice. Now you might not feel anything. Later on, when you work with Java, you do some work on a scripting language or any small programming, then these things really might play a bigger role. Yeah, session will be over now. We'll be starting another session right now immediately. Yeah. Oh, another 10 minutes is there. Okay, good. Then make sure the same key is there in your instance. Yeah, I'll see later.
The key is there, but it's not showing me that key. Oh my God. .10.
Okay, Ashim, we'll do one thing. Yours we'll see just after the session. Right now, I'll just spend 10 minutes to show the Git. Yeah, just to show some Git commands. So you make me the host back.
How to do that?
You'd select my name. You will see more option. Then just say click
Where in
on
chat?
host.
Or no?
In the participants, you should see a participants window, right?
Raghu.
Yeah, click on more. You will see an option to make a host.
Okay.
I'm the host. Now, remove your share. I am doing it. It will stop yours.
Okay.
Okay, let's spend few minutes on Git. I'm not going to ask what do you know about Git kind of thing. Let me show directly. If you already have a GitHub account, very good. If not, you create an account. It's easy to practice. So Tabish, you can see my screen, right?
Yeah.
It's not coming. I will show some other stuff I have.
Today is not productive since people are not here. Raghu is not teaching like in the.
Yeah. I'll make you to practice. Then it will be highly productive.
When are we going to have next class?
Again, Tuesday. See, people are not there, I don't care. I'll just want to make sure something goes on. Of course,
But
we'll
why
see.
People are not showing up for your class.
It's up to them, boss. Anjali pinged me saying that she cannot join. Syed Irfan, no response. Yeah, Tabish came only from last class. That's fine.
Even this guy came late.
Which guy came late?
Ashim late.
No, I joined from there. I was inside.
Okay, this is some old GitHub thing which I have. But point is, I just want to create some new repository and just show. See this, guys. I'm just creating a new repository. Other way to create a repository is you can do git init from your Git tool, whatever you have. So now in my system, which system? The Ubuntu system, whichever is sitting in the AWS place. First, let me connect to that. Downloads, search, and we'll go my SSH. Yeah, I logged in. First, let me check whether I have Git in my system. Okay, Git is there. Otherwise, what you have to do? Sudo, look it, silent person. Sudo apt install Git. So let me do that again. Sudo apt install git. So normally if you say, you will get this message. Reading state information. Git is already the newest version. Some version name it has given. So nothing has been installed. So 0 newly installed. So just to make sure Git is there or not. So now normally what I do, I usually create some specific folders. Let's say I'll create something like practice just to run whatever. No, make dir. mkdir is the one to create a new directory, just like in Windows, and cd to it. So I'm just running pwd. So I'm in my whatever practice. So creating a Git repo from command line, not required, at least that extent not required from the interview point of view, or even generic. So normally in the GitHub, when you go on create something, you have an options to create a repository, public or private. Private normally means you need to pay. So companies only will do. So what I'm doing in the github.com, it's very easy to create a GitHub. I'm sure you might be knowing. Tabish, I think you know about github.com, right, Tabish?
I've heard about it. I just never used it. Like I said, I've never used it.
That's fine. You can start using now github.com. So it's very easy. You can create one account and it's already integrated with Microsoft. Means Microsoft paid so many billions of dollars. They bought this now. So now GitHub.com is owned by Microsoft.
Okay.
So initialize this repository with a README. Yeah, it's a good practice. Add a license. Probably I'll just use MIT license, means virtually free. Add git ignore. Okay, I will just put something for Python so that you're actually practicing some Python code maybe in future. It's up to you. Anything you can create. I'm just creating with some options. Create a repository and name. Oh, it says Raghu STPL. No, I would say some practice. Practice DevOps. So I given the name. If you see the name, wherever I want to give it like a different word, I joined with a hyphen. Remember this very much. In Git related work, Git is a version control, how you manage your code. The other tools you might have seen, TFS or Visual Code, whatever. So it's a version control system. So if you want to join the multiple words, join with an hyphen. That's a good, better practice. So I'm just saving it. A new repository is created. The moment you create a new repository, address will be something like this. GitHub.com Raghu-STPL is my GitHub user account. And this is your actual repository name. No, I'm telling about the Zoom meeting. So now, whatever I have, see this. First, I need to bring it to my system. If I really want to edit these files, bring it to my system. See the branches we have, master branch. So it's always better to create one copy of the branch. Normally we say develop. So it's giving an option automatically. Create a branch from the master. So I'm creating this develop from master. So now if you see these branch options, you will see multiple things. Develop is clicked as tick, basically the checked. It's like currently we're in the develop branch. Now I want to create some other branch. You see what I'm going to do. Click on this. There are multiple ways you can work with the Git. You can work with IntelliJ, whatever, but learn from the command line, being you are a DevOps people. So copy this URL. Copy this URL. Now go to your Git. I just need to say git clone. So you see here some new directory is created, practice DevOps. So if you see here, there is one specific command you can see, ls-al. A is to see the hidden information. You see this .git, which you normally don't see this folder. And if you go within the .git, there is a lot of internal things maintained. Because Git maintains its structure, like how many revisions you are doing, all this information. So because it's a very, very powerful tool. So now already I have some information. And if you see the branches, just to play with Git commands, say first Git status. So it's saying the current branch you are in is on branch master. Your branch is up to date with origin master. Remember, Git system uses some default keyword called origin, which it means remote, means your main GitHub server in this case. Now to create a new branch, what you need to do, git branch -b, and you give some name, like say this is a standard to create a new feature branch, means new branch where you want to work. I will just say test code Prasad. So I just given some name. I think it's git branch -t. Git branch -b. Oh, sorry, git checkout -b, I think, yes. Git checkout -b. Let me check Git branch. Now let me create a recording and I'll show this what I'm showing already.
Yeah, sure. I would love to see this. This is important.
Let me
say
share
hi
this.
from my side, please.
Yeah, there is one Somberi, Pakka Somberi is there. His name is Mukit and he wants to say hi to you.
Keith,
Mukit, Muhammad Mukit, the tall guy, 6'1" or 6'2".
You know me, man.
Yeah, he says, I mean,
My laptop is off, so I can't talk.
yeah, but Ilyas knows you, right?
Yes.
yeah. 6'2" from the height wise and from the center also 42.
He wants to go to Canada. Help him, man.
Yeah, man. I asked him to get married to a Canadian girl. He doesn't listen, man.
No, he wants to marry only Indian, that too Hyderabadi girl.
He's a very stubborn guy, man. He won't listen. I told him so many times. Easy option.
Yeah. Tell him. You can convince him.
Yeah. Let's see.
Yeah, just continuing on the DevOps thing. So I'm
Yeah.
actually still recording some DevOps stuff. I'll just finish that one.
No worries. Yeah. We'll continue.
So in the specific branch, whatever we are in, we can still use. First, let me see what are the branches I have, which we can see using Git branch. Then let me do checkout. Git checkout minus B, some new name, future, another branch. So I'm creating a future branch in this standard minus B. Switch it to a new branch. This is a standard thing normally you see. So now if you see Git branch, we are in another branch. So let's do some changes to our files. Say I'm just editing this readme.md. I'm using a VI editor. You can use whichever the editor you want, like Nano. It's up to you. So I'm just adding some content. I'm saving the file. Now you just see Git status. You will see this file is modified. This file is modified. Now just let me say git add dot. If you say that whatever the changes in the respective directory and all its children will be added. So that's a very dangerous thing. Don't do git add dot. You just do this, the specific file name, whatever has been changed. Now let's do git status again. So this is shown in green, and if you see previous one, changes not staged for commit. Now if you see changes to be committed, which means git commit. If you do git commit, again you have to put -m with a message. It will be committed locally, and then you need to use git push to update in the remote branch. And from here we'll continue from the next session. Let's see who are there. Okay, no one else is here. So I'll record probably to this much extent for now. And next we'll see in the next session. Yeah, probably let me do this, at least git commit and push. So at least one thing will be done. So git commit, the syntax is like this, -m. You put some message like first commit message. Okay, now it's asking to set up your username and host name. So to do this, we need to run this command, git config global edit. Oh, it has opened in Nano. So my name is like, you can put whatever. Email is pretty much optional. Email is not required. It's not a specific thing. So I can.
With that,
Now you can say Control X, and I'm saving it with Y. Yes. Let me try the same thing again. Okay, now let's check the Git status again. On feature branch, nothing to commit. So once we have done the commit, we need to do git push. Git push origin, whatever is our feature branch. Feature branch name, another branch. Yeah, these things might look very, very hard when you do it for the first time. And even if you need to do 3-4 times also, this might be very confusing. Just practice for long. Then only you'll remember. Username, this is the Raghu-STPL account. Password, it will be something like pure1. Oh, pure authentication failed. Yeah, maybe this password I need to check. Whatever I have for this. Hey, wait, Hashim, for some time. Okay, now let me do the push. So this push is for your pushing from your local system to your remote place. So you will see something like this. See this last thing, new branch which you created locally, you're pushing it this way with this mark, arrow kind of thing. That means you're actually updating it. See this information pull, you're actually creating the branch pull request and you're putting into your central repository. Let's see there. So if you see the GitHub account, initially this new branch was not there. Now let me refresh my system here. So if you see here, you recently pushed branches, means the branch, whichever we did from your local system is updated here. Now, see here in develop branch, README has only this much of content. Now let's go to our branch, feature branch. Some content is added. So basically the change I did is in the feature branch. This change to put into from my feature branch, I mean some custom branch to the develop branch, to do that, there are multiple ways to do. That's where the interview question comes, rebase. I'm going to teach you only merge, rebase, probably I'll explain some other time. So to do the changes, to pull the changes from this place to develop branch, you need to use merge. How to do merge? We'll see much later, probably in the next session. Well done. Oh, Tabish. Hi, Tabish. Tabish, were you listening in the last 5 to 10 minutes?
No, because the session logged out. I just joined.
Okay, anyway, I'm recording everything.
Yeah.
So you first practice the SCD and awk. I think just like Anjali, you're also very studious, very good. I'm sure you, both of you will improve a lot in DevOps in next 10 to 15 sessions. No doubt about it. And you just practice those commands. After that, create an account in github.com. Then just try this very basic stuff. But this looks very, very confusing and very tough for you. Just try. What are the questions? You can ping me today night or tomorrow, or even before the class on Monday. Our next class on this DevOps will be on Tuesday. So you have a lot of time, at least another 2 days to practice. But if you think something is not working, don't wait till the last moment. You can ask me somewhere in the middle. Otherwise, we'll take it up directly in the class. Okay, Tabish?
All right, will do.
So you know how to reach me. You know my number, my email ID, and you can ping me. So
What is
right
your
now, I'm
email
going to end this current session. I'm going to start the session again. And if you want, you can again join back. The purpose is going to be on Java related debugging. I mean, Java related learning for Tabish. Not Tabish, sorry, this guy. Ilyas Ahmad.
Yeah.
So, but Tabish, if you want to stay back, you can stay back. That will be more on Java. Why? Because, for example, yesterday Anjali was there in this Java session. Why? Because being a DevOps, if you know another language like Java, at least how the Java works, it will always help. Because sometimes in DevOps requirements, they will just say how you work with Java. They don't mean you like a Java developer, but how the Java as a programming language works. So you can join back in next 2 minutes. I'm going to end this current meeting.
That's fine.
Okay.
Okay. Raghu, I have got one question related to.
No, wait. You join in 2 minutes so that we'll start a fresh recording. I want to record your sessions also.
Okay, I have got a question on DevOps. One little question.
No, wait. That's fine. We'll discuss there. Oh, you want to discuss on DevOps? Wow, man.
One practical things our colleagues over there.
Wait, 1 minute. You met Mukita, you know. Have you met one more Hashim?
Hello, Hashim. How are you?
I'm good. How are you doing?
Yeah, I'm fine. So
no, not good. He is not happy. He is wasting time. Little bit.
Little bit. Okay. No, we'll get
Hashim
him
Amla.
into. We'll get him into moment.
Okay, go on. I'm felt interested to see your DevOps question. What's your question? You want? You want to share your screen?
No, not now. So the thing is, what is this Bitbucket, man? We don't use this GitHub to check in the code. We have got a repository called Bitbucket.
Mukit wants to answer this question. Ilya's question is, what is Bitbucket?
Bucket is like a repository.
Bitbucket. It's just like a GitHub.com.
Yeah.
It's a bit confusing.
What you call branches or pushing the code.
Just tall guy is speaking. Just wait. Go on, Mukit.
It is just like GitHub. Basically, to what you call create branches or to push the code.
A repository which can, it's basically a version control system, online based, cloud based. But Bitbucket has a different thing than GitHub. GitHub, you can use only Git.
Okay.
In Bitbucket, you can use Git. You can even use SVN. I don't know. I need to check. I think it also supports Perforce or something. Let me just check. Bitbucket,
it's a tool from Artisan, like
this Bitbucket, right? You're talking Atlassian Bitbucket.org.
Yeah, Atlassian, correct. Atlassian, yeah.
Yeah, this supports Git, and I think it also supports.
No, what do you mean by supports Git, man? This is a parallel to Git, isn't it?
No. See, Git is just a tool. It's a version control system. It's a code repository online, means a cloud-based code repository, just like GitHub.com.
Okay. So Bitbucket is also something similar?
Yeah, let's open the overview so that way you'll understand.
All right.
Bitbucket Cloud is a Git-based code hosting and collaboration tool built for teams. I remember some time back we have used this for SVN. I don't know whether they have dropped. Built for teams. Bitbucket's best-in-class Jira and Trello integrations. Jira is that agile tool. Trello, I think it's some other, I don't know.
Yeah.
And designed to bring the entire software team together to execute on a project. Yeah, basically code collaboration tool also possible. See, main thing is it's a code repository or version control system.
And I can use the same Git commands over there as well. I've noticed, what you just showed.
Yes. It just, Bitbucket, GitLab, GitHub, anything, they internally use Git. Means, Git is a tool developed by Linus Torvalds, the same creator of Linux. And
got it.
All these hosting systems, they use internally Git. Means Git is a tool. Yes, you're right.
Mhm.
Yeah, you need to learn Git. That's the reason any DevOps or even a Java training, you will have Git. Even in
Yeah,
Java
yeah.
training, some places I'm going to teach Git. Why? Because you need to know how you manage your code.
Exactly, man. After checking out, I messed up with a POM and a few files, and I was struggling to get back, and I was using the traditional way of downloading each file and copy pasting into my local one. That's one guy showed me that
Are you
don't
in
do like
Houston
that.
or even Dallas right now?
I am in St. Louis,
Oh.
Missouri, almost like 1,300 kilometers away.
Yeah, Mukit would love to be there.
It's very
He
cold,
has
man.
some
He doesn't
old
want-
friends.
Oh yeah,
I
I
don't
know.
know
He
about
has some-
girlfriends, but he has some friends there.
Yeah, I met his friends as well.
Okay. Any other questions or that's it?
Yeah, that's it, man. Just what this
Fine.
big
Then
bucket
let's
is
come
there.
to the Java. Okay, Tabish, I'm ending this session. Tabish, did you get what his question was? Tabish? Okay, fine. Anyway, I can end this session. If you want, you can stay back, and next will be the Java session.
Yeah.
I'll be joining in next 2 to 3 minutes.
Okay.